the most iconic part of this movie is, of course, the crocodile jump.
Oh, yes.
Now, what I learned today about this,
Good.
the crocodile jump was all real.
Uh-huh.
It was all crocodiles. And when I looked at it, and it's very clever editing, because it goes from Roger Moore, stuntman Roger Moore, and you don't really notice it because it goes to the stuntman's shoes. Now, it turns out that Roger Moore was wearing crocodile skin shoes. Because he asked for crocodile skin shoes. He thought, wouldn't that be quite funny to do that? And Guy Hamilton went, okay. So they gave him black crocodile skin shoes.
I didn't know that. That's
because they thought it'll be, and Roger Moore was kind of laughing, said, "Alright, it's quite funny," because then they're probably angry because they think, "Oh, that's my cousin."
You're wearing my cousin.
And so they had the stuntman who did the stunt and actually owned all the crocodiles. He owned the land.
Yeah.
Now, his name was Kananga.
Right.
That's why Kananga is called Kananga.
Oh, so it's named after
I thought, what a coincidence. No, they named the villain Kananga because of this guy. So this guy,
this alligator farm or something.
Yeah, so this guy owned, I think, 1,000 crocodiles on this farm.
Right.
His dad did it as well. His dad was eaten by crocodiles. And Roger Moore was saying he knew all the crocodiles. And I think it was Ross Kananga. And he pointed at one who was like, him. He had my dad.
Oh,
he knew the crocodiles.
Yeah.
The same way that the
like,
Teehee.
like Captain Hook stuff.
Yes, exactly that. But this guy had been. They said there was a story where he'd grown up with crocodiles all his life, and his dad was like essentially kind of Steve Urban, but he would do as a show, and he would stick his head in the crocodile's mouth. And when Ross Kananga was a boy, the crocodile shut its jaw and his head, and he was there for 20 minutes until the crocodile just decided just to let him go.
Well,
and he
as
was
a kid.
It was a young man,
I was
maybe a
younger.
teenager or something. But this was him doing a stunt, and the crocodile and then it never let go, and then the crocodile just decided, okay, that's fine, and let him go. But he was so, I don't know, desensitized to them. He knew what they were doing.
He grew up with them. The
The moment that, see when Roger Moore's on the island, and that crocodile comes up, that wasn't meant to happen. They thought there was fake crocodiles because it was floating ones in made of rubber, and this one that they thought was fake moved up, and they all panicked and they started shooting guns over the water to try and scare it off. They ended up keeping the footage of the thing coming up and then the footage of it coming through, but the actual stunt itself with Ross Kananga, he had 5 tries to do it, and the way they did it was, I thought it was just rubber crocodiles. I mean, they do rear their head, but I thought, seeing the lineup, that was just rubber. It's real crocodiles when Roger's looking at them, but the way it works is they were like tied to the water so they couldn't swim about.
Right.
So there was like a tether underneath them, and that's why they're perfectly in a line. And it took 5 attempts for Ross Kananga to do this stunt, but each time the crocodiles knew it was going on.
Oh, so they prepared.
So the points where they left, the first time they didn't do it, the first time I think he stood in one and it was like, whoa, what was that? But then after that they kind of knew it, so they started thrashing up, and then one time it grabbed his foot, the crocodile shoes, and he was like trying to get his foot back, and he managed to get off, and then he did an attempt which was, I think, on the 31st of December, and they did that, and that was
the one that got used.
that was it. No, it was 6 months later the movie came out, and that was the one they used for that section, and I was like, that's
the fact that it is real is mind blowing. You'd actually just be like, can you step on top of that?